So, bro.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
With that game in the first league?
You name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Did you win?
I was driving. I was on like his 30, and I got sacked. Jared Goff fumbles. His defensive end picks it up and runs it for a touchdown. That was pretty annoying. And then
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I had a guy wide open on a blitz, and Jared Goff threw it directly to the defender. Just an awful throw.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
If either of those two plays don't happen, I'm going to win that game. It's just a little frustrating. And, like, no bullshit happened in my favor.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here, come get some.
But, like, he was running around with Russell.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 39, Trubisky. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Oh man, I gotta play this fucking Packers guy too. Jesus fuck. Didn't he just win the Super Bowl?
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That's a different Packers guy. You talking about second league?
So now 2nd and 10
Panthers. Oh, sorry, I said
Panthers.
My bad. It's called not being able to read. Yeah, the Packers got beat the Colts by pretty sure.
The intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past.
Panthers. Did I say it again?
Get your head around.
Yep.
So you can make a play on it while it's in the air.
I'm playing as the Packers right now. Maybe that was something to do with it.
Back to throw.
Regardless if he won or not, he's fucking good.
But the catch is still made.
Yeah.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's
And he's beaten me 3 times. What'd you say? To be fair, what? That's you.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
We own them.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This guy's playing against a guy on quick match, and he's just playing. He's just doing pinch every play. Try to sack me. I'm just running outside. He's just not getting out of it.
I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
7 seconds left. I'm on this 12-yard line with 2 timeouts in the first half. Do I just kick the field goal now, or?
I would try to throw it in the end zone. If it's not there, throw it out of bounds, even if it's intentional ground. Or give it to King Henry if you got the timeouts. If he's running for 7 seconds, he should get in the end zone. Maybe a draw play because he's going to play zone. I definitely wouldn't kick the field goal with 7 seconds left. I had a timeout, but that's just me.
9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I would at least take a shot.
They'll try the right side here.
Maybe run a draw, that way you have no risk of
And
turnover.
now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now you got a decision to make.
I'll get the ball first in the second.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they
Okay,
don't
he
get
played
it
cover
done.
4 though.
They'll try and
I don't know.
And he's got the first before he's brought down.
The smart thing to do here is to take the points.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 3-0 after one.
If I saw he was playing cover 4, I would probably just go into hurry up and do a quick pass.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have to see who's in cover 4.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half.
Let me know if we do what's interesting. I'll switch over.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 54.
I don't want to play him tonight. I'm already coming off a loss.
Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Big hold of the 30, and that's caught by Smith. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Shot, 56 yards. Mike, 54. Kill. 66. Bullet.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Get ready. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz.
2nd and 5. And he fires one incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Watch the twist.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. And this one complete to Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Just kick the second field goal.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
I keep moving the ball, but he stopped me like in the red zone.
Keep the ball in front, rally to
But I picked them off both of his drives.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. Chestnuts? Come on, what does that mean? Break out the just get your rookie break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky. The open man is Westbrook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check safety.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it.
He just tried to go for it, 4th and 8 on his own 28. I'm like, he can't do this, but I'm going to stop him and get the ball on his 28.
Sorry, I was muted. Did he get it?
No, he didn't. So I'm like,
yeah, that's the kind of thing where if he doesn't, shut up, and if he does, then he shoot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Right there.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score.
Yeah.
And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it
You
into
ever
the
notice
second
that
half.
if you run a corner route against zone, it doesn't work, but if somebody does that shit against you, it works?
But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
I try to run a corner route.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
The fourth quarter? Yes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, ball. You got tight right there. Hey.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
He's got Chandler Jones.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out.
I think that's Chris Jones.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the run, it's Fournette. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
There's no Terrell Casey was on purpose.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
You say he's supposed to be?
No, he is in it.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard
In
loss,
real
and
life.
that's going to lead to a third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies
Didn't know
what
that
we've
until
seen
the
from this
top
offense
100
all game
today.
long.
Yeah, don't you
Yesterday.
think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his
This guy's
tracks behind the line of
outside
scrimmage.
linebacker gets in the
It's
backfield
a
so
loss of
fast.
2, now third down.
But I don't know what he's doing.
I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you. And
He's doing
others say,
something with his
well,
line.
when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
There's no way this guy is going to control his team.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Never heard of the name.
54.
He'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught, Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 2. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, they're scared, they're scared.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll set up a throw. complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Check 13. Shift.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to wind up in air. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Right there, 54.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. This is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1
I feel like he called the timeout the first time because he missed it.
But at the same time, you're exactly
I don't know if you can do that, but
no, you can't do that.
No. Defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Once you press X,
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Go. Right there, 54, right there.
Hustle. It's going to be a long day.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
On the double.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Wait. 49. Check 49.
Again, it's Henry. And an alley to run. Try. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
Now Trubisky lifts the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
Bro. Oh, shit.
Is that a pick or a under recovery?
I think it was a pick.
That's
I wish I could have got that.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He wasn't ready.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
54, Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, watch the slant.
Back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 4 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.